So some of Carlos Castaneda's books are pretty wild there, but he does talk about a leap off the abyss of the mountain. So it doesn't have to be an actual mountain, but it is a letting go. And so that is the midnight black letting go, where we find this is it. And the hilarious thing, it's revealed this has been it all the way along, and it was available all the way along. It's all our hypnotics driving and our ego self-aggrandizement and all. We had to go on a big journey, blah, blah, blah. And it was available all the way along. Now, what happens if we go, yes, I know that. Everybody said, yes, I know that. Been there, done that. I got my coupon punched. I read all those books. I heard that talk. Okay, but it gets worse, because wouldn't existence be nice if it just involved one black hole? But it doesn't just involve one black hole. There are other black holes. And so I want to introduce a second black hole. And rather than call it the blue hole, I would call it the blues hole. Okay, the blues. Okay, so, and this hole is all about, you see, we're sort of like McDonald's types. We just want to go through McDonald's drive-through and get someone else to give us the answer, short order, put your order in, pick it up at the drive-through window and be done. So we get so reliant on the other. We want the other to give us the answer. And maybe we've learned this a long time ago. I think I want to, let's see, I got one other one here. Whoops. How do I get it? Whoop. Going backwards here. I am. Start over. Okay, well there it is. And to make this even worse, what happens is, at a young age, our mummy said, oh, you're so wonderful. You're going to be there. You're our little Jesus. You're special. You're our little Buddha. And you were there going in there and you go, I know. And then God whispers in your ear, oh, you're special. And God whispers that to everybody. But you say, yes, I know. It's me. And so we have this little deal, almost talks about we have our black hole inside, but we work deals for other people to fill up our black holes. And we start off with mom, and then later on it's like favorite teachers or relationships. The deal goes, okay, I'll fill up your hole and pretend to like and love you, and you pretend to like and love me and fill up my hole, and that's called a business deal. And that works, and isn't that love? And then you soothe each other. And then after a while you decide, okay, I need a spiritual teacher. Okay, and I know, for example, I was all mesmerized by Bhagwan Sri Rajneesh, now Osho, lovely discourses. They were wonderful. And I thought, oh, grab some of that. I thought to myself, why am I pissing around in law school? This is a lawyer compared to this awakening gig? I'm wasting my time. So, and then, soothing discourses and just soothing deep inside, soothing that black hole, okay? And so, and it gets soothed, but we're unaware that it's based on somebody else's awareness. And so what can happen is when we start to wake up, though, or start to work on our issues, the first thing we know is, oh my God, I have a black hole inside myself. But like any dishonest being, we actually say, and it's your fault, Jason. And so what we do is, rather than owning our own black holes, we like to be victims and say, I wouldn't be so screwed up if it wasn't for you. And so we project all this rage. And if we get into a romantic relationship, it's even worse. We can say, oh, you did this to me. I would have been a wonderful being, but you've taken away my beingness. You stole something from me, and we really embrace our victimhood. And and we know this in non-dual groups too. Everybody wants to talk about the other person's patheticness and how they're so dishonest and inauthentic. They're not working on their own issues. And can you see that's a strange projection in it. You're not working on your issues. So I always thought this is a very existential song. We'll just have a little 2-minute clip. When I heard this in class, as I'm still in class, I still go to university. I've been at university for 30 years now. Soon go. It's all your fault. You're ugly. I'm insecure and you're ugly. It's your fault. Okay, so what this is working at is we've got to actually see that we've got a little con going on. Okay, and that is we're always hoping to be saved by the other. And this is avoidance of our own dark hole within. So the day that we can realize that that's hopeless to rely on the other to save you. Okay? That'll keep you in pain and flailing around and in victimhood for a long time, but it won't help you wake up. So you gotta let go. See the other, grabbing onto the other is hopeless. We have to have that insight of we have to ride our own nature all the way home. And that means then we have to be responsible for our own beingness. Can't be quite so self-righteous then. Because that means then I'm stuck in my own black hole. So then the invitation means, oh my God, I'm in my own black hole now. Okay? But that's the opportunity, because once we get awareness of our own black hole and that opportunity, things can start happening. That it may mean that we have to even work on our false core drivers. Sit in our presence and notice that, like he was saying, I'm ugly. Oh, no judgment place. What's wrong with the word ugly? Ugly, that's a valuable role in existence. That's a valuable service to everybody. Let's there be a spectrum. And one has to enjoy. And so if you sit, for example, if you go, okay, I'm inadequate, I'm ugly, but with no judgment, I'm going to just sit in that false core. And just sit in that pre-verbal sense of amness and isness in the moment. What happens to the sense of inadequacy or the sense of ugliness as we just sit in it with no judgment? It starts to drop away and become spacious. Inadequacy can become very spacious. It becomes just vulnerability. It just becomes a nice, vast, vulnerable openness. And that's okay because we're all vulnerable. We're all open beings.